This is gist time. This is gist time. You want to remember that? Are you crazy?
Pictures are in Georgia. Oh yeah, shit. I get my way from California. I took my look up to the north.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Don't forget to like and don't forget to share. My brother wanted me to start saying something catchy when I started my video, but I couldn't think of anything catchy to start saying. I don't know what to say. And my mom found my YouTube video, my YouTube channel, and she was like, you did not send me a link for a video, but that's beside the point. I found it on YouTube, and I don't like the way your subscribers are low. You don't even have so much views. Are you sending people your link? She's just telling me, and I'm like, mommy, I'm doing all this. She's like, you're not doing it well. I used to people are causing my mother to shout at me. You people make my mother shout at me. You people should share. You people should subscribe now. Be cool. I already knelt down for you. If you think I'm not knelt down, go to the last video. See, I'm knelt down. I've gotten on my knees for you guys. What more do you want me to do? Please. I'm back again with another video. The title of the video, you can already tell what's up. This is tea time with Somsom. Tea time. Today we're going to talk about my experience in secondary school in AGGS. I went to Anglican Girls Grammar School in Abuja, Nigeria. Yes, it was a very dope school, very upstandard. We had water heater, like things school that year didn't have. Like we had it, like it was very, very cool. You get it? It was a missionary school, but except from that, the school was amazing, but my experience was not amazing, but traumatizing. Yeah. So I came to this school. Can't remember the year I came to school, but this is gist time. So the second I stepped into my hostel, I was so excited to leave home. By the way, I was happy. I was so excited to leave home. And the second I stepped into the room that they gave me, I was in red house. So like you had your room according to the color of your house. So I was in red house. So I have this thing with cold weather. Yeah, I don't like the cold. So the fan was on. So I immediately went to go and switch off the fan. And that began my problem. That started problems with different people that I did not even know yet. Apparently they had a problem with me switching off the fan, or I switched the fan off with too much attitude or something like that. No, I have this attitude issue. So if they said I switched the fan with too much attitude, I understand. I understand that. At least they would have gotten to know me before they started bullying the out of me. Shit. Sorry for my French word. But like, yeah. So for this video, I'll not be mentioning anybody's name because most of the people that bullied me or like did shit to me are like influencers now. They're now, grown and they've built their stuff. So I don't want to come and now say, oh, so you want to spoil my success. You want to bring me down with past incident. So I'm not going to mention anybody's name. I'm just going to keep it very, very calm. But they know themselves, that's the thing. And people that were there know who I'm talking about, so but I won't mention anybody's name. So high school was pretty traumatizing for me. I'm not gonna lie. It was traumatizing to the point that like I can't remember most things. My brain helped me push back most things because it was pretty bad. And it's not if I could go and report, because most people that were bullying me were my classmates. So yeah, I couldn't really report and shit. So after the whole fan incident now, like I don't know, people did not like me. I was still being my whole small cute self. I don't know, people did not like me. So the next week, I think I was going to classes and stuff, and then a senior was like, red check. That's my name. So I did not answer, and like I was not like used to like all these things. I was in SS1. I came in SS1, so I was not used to all these things. Red check. Like, who are you talking to? It cannot be me. So I didn't answer. So only for her to now like send someone to my class to call me. So I came to her class. I did not know like what to expect, and she like, she's not any deal. She slapped me like with both hands 20 times. And then after that, I started using glasses. That's why I still use glasses. I think my glasses are somewhere in my bag. So yes, these are my glasses. And I started using glasses. So the girl was the vice principal's daughter. So when my father figured out that they slapped his baby girl 20 times, he found that she cannot see again. He came to the school, guns blazing and shit. And then they told him that the girl is going to serve like severe punishment for, you know, what she did. But because she's the vice principal's daughter, she did not serve any punishment. And I just forgot about it, still live my life with my glasses. I just pushed it aside. So that was one traumatizing incident that left me with a life thing. Now I have to wear glasses. I hope I get rid of it someday, but now I have to wear glasses. I don't know if they planned it, but most of the people that bullied me were from Pink House and C class, because there was A class, B class, C class, and D class. So D class and C class were for science students, while A and B were for like art students. So C class and Pink House. So it was red, pink, yellow house, 3 houses in one flat. So it was red house, then pink house. So I never knew what I did to them, but they like just kept on bullying me for no apparent reason. I don't know why it was small, because I was small. I mean, because I was really little. Like I think I was like 4, 5. I was really small. Like I was short and small. So maybe that was why, because that is the only explainable reason, because there's no other reason. Because if you say I had attitude, every single one of them had more attitude than I did. So another thing that like secondary school did that left me with like a life thing was like that I was always bullied for my food. So in the dining, in HGS, in the dining you have like 12 people on a table. So all the 12 people that was always on my table were never from my class. They were either from C class or D class. So when they are sharing food, they intentionally skip mine. And because I already know that I'm being bullied, I can't really talk about it. So I never actually ate. I had to go back to the hostel to eat like cornflakes, cereals and shit. So that is when I started having like ulcer pains. I started having ulcer pains and they were from my chest. So I thought they were chest pains. So I didn't really know what was going on, you know. I was young and dumb. I didn't really know what was going on. So they kept stealing my food, you know, eating my fish, my moi moi on Sunday.
Hey! My God.
So I never really ate in secondary school. It was until SS3 third term that I finally landed in a table that had people that at least will not bully me. But I think that was a little bit too late. SS3 third term, I mean. That was a little bit too late. So yeah, and there was one Valentine's Day like this. I suffered. I suffered.
I've suffered.
Hey, but it's not the school's fault, please. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Nino, Mayday, Mayday.
It had nothing to do with the school authorities. It was just the students, or the students in my set. So this school was an amazing school. It was a missionary school. Everything about the school was top notch. The teachers, I'm going to get to teachers, but the teachers were amazing. As I was saying, so there was one particular Valentine's Day that I brought somebody's notes to copy, yeah, and then I returned it on that Valentine's Day. So only for her to come blazing in. Where's Chin-Chung? Where's Chin-Chung? She saw me. She just gave me one dirty slap. Pa! I did not cry. I was like, why? What happened? Why did you slap me now? That kind of thing. And she's like, where's my note? I'm like, I left it on your bed. She's like, it's not there. I went there, I checked, it's not there. What have you done? It was biology, and everybody hated copying biology notes. I'm like, I dropped it on your bed. And I went there. And I saw the notes beside, like, her bed, like on the floor. And then she was like, why did you drop it on the floor? I'm like, I didn't keep it on the floor, I dropped it on your bed. Her bunkmate that came, then I'm like, she was like, oh, sorry, that she thought she dropped it on the bed. Like, she saw it on the bed, took it, copied some things, and she thought she dropped it back, and she's sorry. That's when I started crying. You slapped me in front of people for something that was not my fault. That's when I started shedding tears. But like, I put myself together, because that was even before assemblies or before class. So I put myself together, I wiped my tears, and I went to school. But one thing she did that was different from other people was she never actually, after that day, she never actually like bullied me in any way, even passive aggressively. She never actually bullied me. And that Valentine's Day, she bought me a teddy bear and a flower from the bookshop. So I did not forgive her, because the flower and the bookshop and the teddy bear will not stop the embarrassment that you embarrassed me in front of people by slapping the shit out of me. But it is what it is. Another thing that like happened in like another highlight from secondary school was during summer. We had summer school So in the summer school, like other students came. So like some group of people, like guys from Baptist High School, came to ADDS for summer school. So if you know me, you know I'm an extrovert. I like friends, and most of my friends are guys. This high school is my junior brother's school, so most people from there already, like, you know, I've seen them before, not necessarily like spoken to them, but like seen them before. So now we now became close. I had very sharp mouths, FYI. I had very sharp mouths in secondary school. Like people were even like, some guys said that they were like afraid to talk to me because of they don't want me to talk to them anyhow, because I didn't used to take nonsense. I don't know why I took that bullying, because I don't even used to take nonsense, but I don't know why I took that bullying. Anyway, so now I became close with some particular group of guys, and I'm like, take care of my brother. You guys are in school with my brother. Like that's not the reason I was even very like close to them, so I will take care of my junior brother for me. Now we came back for class, like after the summer we came back to school normal, and then like I think 2 days after we resumed, so a group of girls, like I said, I'll not mention anybody's name, but God is watching you where you are. I've not forgotten about it, but I've forgiven you because I'm going to lead with love. So now some group of girls gathered me and they were like, oh, I'm following somebody's man. FYI, by that time I did not like boys like in that way. Like I didn't even, this irritates me. Do you get it? I was more of a tomboy than someone that was start following men. I mean boys that time. So now they're like, oh, I'm following someone's boyfriend. They were pushing me around, like they formed a circle around me. Oh, hey, it was not small thing. At the back courtyard, yes. They were pushing me around left and right and center, telling me I'm following somebody's boyfriend. I'm like, wait, whose boyfriend? Like I was trying to like defend myself. Whose boyfriend? Whose man am I following? Like, oh, this person from Baptist, this one from. I think that is why I just had enough. I'm like, I'm not following anybody's man. I don't know your man, and I'm sure your man doesn't know me either. So after then, I just left. Then I went to the back staircase. If you went to ADGS, you know the back staircase. And then I sat there and I cried, and I cried, and I cried. And then I went to look for a phone, and then I called my sister and I cried some more. But I never actually told her why I was crying. That is another incident. And till now, after that incident, till now, I feel disgusted, and it appalls me when I hear a girl is fighting for a guy, fighting her fellow girl for a guy. It's disgusting. So if you engage in such acts, so please stop it. It's not worth it at all. Especially if you know at the end of the day that man will still leave you. You ask me now, are those people dating? Are they still dating after what those girls did to me? They're not dating. They're not dating. And it's frustrating me. I know I sound pained. I'm just pained about like, because of like, I'm traumatized by the whole thing. But like, I'm also pained that after doing what they did to me, you're not with the man, you're not marrying him. In short, I'm not sure they even dated to the end of secondary school, so there was no need for all the drama you caused in my life. You know it's you. God is watching you. I just hope, sincerely hope, that all these things, their siblings or their children don't go through it, because it's really bad though. Like bullying is like no jokes at all. So I know some people will be thinking, so are you telling me that you did not have friends throughout your stay in secondary school? I had friends, don't get me wrong. I had friends. I had my frontie and my Angle 90 sidey. So I had friends. There were just two people that I could say, okay, these are my friends. But I kind of felt betrayed at one point where a new student came, and it was three of us. It was always three of us. We were always going to dining together, walking to class together. Then a new student came, and it was no longer three of us. It was now three of them. They just dumped me, and I went back to not having friends. And back to the food thing, they always, even when I managed to like tell someone, okay, please help me get my food from the dining, they always manage to see my food. Like my mother, like because I'm very thin, and my mother is always like, Chisom, get fat, you can do it, eat more. So she always buys me like a lot of things, until I'm not sitting, and I'll bring it to class to eat, yeah, my bread. And when I go to dine and come back, the whole thing is empty. Like they stole from me without mercy. Jesus. I know, like everybody like, oh, it's normal, secondary school, they'll definitely steal from me. But my own was done without mercy. They did it heartlessly. I feel sad for all the time that I didn't get to taste. Anyhow, so they actually stole a lot from me, but past is in the past. Like I always could dance. Like ever since I was little, I could dance. Like dancing was never an issue for me. But in secondary school was when I like learned about contempt and ballet, and I always did it. I was doing trash, but I was doing something at least. I was doing something. And then they always laughed at me. Oh, what are you doing? You're doing nonsense. Oh, get out from the front of the class. This one, that one, this one. And it always made me feel bad. But I never actually stopped doing what I was doing. And there was a dance group in school. But the people that were in charge of the dance group when it was my set turn, they never really let me dance. But they knew I could dance. I don't know whether they were afraid of my star potential, whether they were jealous of what I'm going to achieve when I start dancing. Maybe they knew I was like a badass bitch and I would like take all the shine from them. I don't know. But like, yeah, they never let me dance and it made me so sad. I never really had friends from SS1. After my friends left me for another friend in SS2, I now found a new friend which was called the library where all the books were. I stayed there throughout. Like during prep, I literally go and stay there so I can stay away from my mates. Like, and the librarian was this beautiful, calm lady named Mrs. Shade. She was always there to give me books, and so today I cannot forget her. She's literally the one that saved me from myself in secondary school because she was always there for me. Like she was literally always there. Like if she sees me sitting down like just like with dead eyes, she'll just bring some novels to my front and say, "Yeah, take, read and return it." Like she was amazing. And my literature teacher, Mr. Emmanuel, was amazing too. That's what I mean when I say like the school was amazing. The teachers were some of the teachers, not all. Some of the teachers were as expected. It's not be all of the teachers. Some teachers were very, very sweet, very, very calming, but some were. At one particular instance, rain. Because when heavy rain is about to fall, they tell all the students to go back to their hostel away from the classes. So we once went for prep and then a serious rain was about to fall. So they made us all to go back to our hostel. As we were moving to the hostel now, the rain started falling and it fell on me. So this is a very, very triggering experience. The rain fell on me and I could not now breathe. Like I didn't know whether it was rain, it was the stress of running all the way to my hostel. I don't know whether it was the pain, because that day I remember that I hadn't eaten. I didn't know what was the problem, but I could not now breathe. So I was struggling with breathing. So they took me to my room and then they were making jokes with the fact that I could not breathe, because I was like so they were like using me to unjail. They were using like the way I cannot breathe is the way they used to John used to do when you drag it. You guys, it was very, and they left me on the bed though. They not doing anything. No. They left me on the bed. So it was a very, very, like, even if I end up forgetting everything that happened in secondary school, I don't think I can ever forget like that particular thing, because it was very, very sad, because I legit could not breathe and they were making fun of the fact that I could not breathe. They were joking with it. I don't know what I thought I was lying, but who lies about that? Look at me now. I'm breathing well. I'm breathing good. Everything in secondary school was just a little bit too much for me to handle at one particular point. It was too much. I'm not going to lie. Just at one point, I didn't have anybody except from books and library. I didn't have anything at all. So at one point, it was a little bit too much for me. Yeah, but everything came together in SS3 where my bunkmates, yeah, her own was like passive aggressive bullying. So yeah, so my bunkmate apologized one time in SS3. She apologized to me, so I now finally had one person. So I was so happy. SS3 was just great for me actually. Funny thing is, when these people see me like on the road, like on the streets, they like wave, and okay, they expect me to wave back. I will wave back, like definitely, like past is in the past, but like it's a conscience not drilling you that this is the girl I like to treat like shit, and I'm seeing her and I'm waving. Is your conscience not pricking your heart? Why are you waving at me? You bullied me the last time we saw, so why are you waving at me? Sorry, I'm talking from experience. I met someone that used to bully the shit out of me. She was from Secret. I met her in Capital Block Party, and she was waving. Why were you waving? I didn't wave back, actually. I didn't see, because no, how bullying, if I want to sit down and remember how she bullied me, I will shed tears on camera. And I'm too badass to do that. So no, I will not remember such things. like after my bunkmate apologized, or before she apologized, I met this amazing soul, but she was not in my class. That was the sad part of it. Like sometimes her name is Elizabeth Mika. I call her Mika. So sometimes I used to wish she was SS2. So I used to wish that I could go to her class and sit down. I'll sit down with her because she was amazing. We don't hear from each other. So Elizabeth, if you ever watch this video, I want to know that you were an amazing soul and I appreciate you every single day. So we met each other at SS2 ending or SS3 beginning, and she became my friend. She forces me to eat. She goes to go and take my food for me if I don't go to take my food. She literally sits down with me, like there was a plaster in front of my class. She sits down there with me. She reads with me, like after like prep and everything, when we're going to our hostel, we will stand at the gate and be gisting until Metron Ape comes to come and chase us from the gate. Even when they chase from the gate, they will lock the gates. We'll be gisting like through the gate. No, it was an amazing friendship that I miss so much and I wish to get back. So internet, do your work, find her for me. So yeah, so after all that, like they used to call me Cow because my name was Oka for Chisom Wisdom. So if you rearrange it, it's Chisom Oka for Wisdom, which is COW. So they now used to call me Cow. So it was very insultive. Either you were saying it as like an initial, but it was still very much insulting. So it even followed me to university. Some people from my secondary school, some junior students, Jubabes, yeah, came to my university and were referring to me to other people as Cow. They were like, oh, where's Cow? She's not around. And my friends were like, who is Cow? They were like, yo, Chisom, that was in secondary school. Who is we? That was what we? Who is we? So when I noticed that what they were saying to other people, I called them. I was like, yo, this is not HGS anymore. I'm not your mates. Like, they were literally in 200 level when I was 400 level. I'm not your mates. You don't do that. Like, you don't do that, and the next time you do that, there will be hell to pay.
Hey, I know normal. Una go hear.
Yes, I had to warn them so that all this that has to finish and insult to start. So I had to cut it at the roots so that it do not happen again. If I start to sit down back and like remember everything that happened, we're gonna sleep here. This video is going to be 1 hour plus. So I think that's all that I can remember for now. And all this forgiving, don't get me wrong, like you can't blame me for having like PTSD over the issue. I won't wish this experience on anybody, even them. I won't wish it on anybody. And because of what happened, like I can't let anybody bully my last born. My last born is in boarding school right now, and anytime I go to school, I always tell you, if anybody's cheating you anyhow, tell me, so I will treat this fuck. You know the vibes. I will pull the person's teeth out. You get me? So the person will try. Whose brother are you? Are you bullying? You want to bully my brother? You want to bully my brother? Are you crazy? You know the craze? You know crazy? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't allow anybody to bully my siblings. But there will be a part 2, there will be a part 2 of this video with my junior brother. So anyway guys, it's the end of this chit chat. This is the end of this video. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share with everybody you know. And tell everybody you know to share to everybody you know, so that my mother will not shout at me and I'll have more views and more subscribers. I'll catch you guys on the other side. See you in next video. Bye guys. Mwah.